Good day, boys and girls. We are going to learn about quotation marks again. You've actually been using those. I've seen some in your writing. Let's review because I do think that adding some dialogue and quotation marks into your Great Escape turkey story will help put some visualization in the reader's head. So let's talk about some of the do's and don'ts of quotation marks. A quotation mark is used when someone is talking to show their exact words. The marks go before, like this, and after a person's words. So for example, Todd down here is our talker, and he says, "I'm ready." We put quotation marks in front of "I'm" and after "ready." "I'm ready," said Todd. There are some rules with quotation marks. First of all, you want to begin using quotation marks after you use a direct quote. So if you're quoting someone, what someone says or a book, and then you use a tag to show who is the speaker. So back here, the tag would have been "said Todd." You place quotation marks around the person's exact words, and you also use other punctuation marks within the quotation. All right. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today, punctuation marks. So here's an example. "I would love some pizza," said Natalie. Well, Natalie is saying, "I would love some pizza," and we put quotation marks in front of her words and after her words. We used a comma. "I would love some pizza, comma, said Natalie." Notice the comma comes and then the quotation marks. We use a comma because this is a statement. All right. The dialogue tag is "said Natalie," and don't forget a period at the very end of that sentence. So it would be quotation mark, "I would love some pizza, comma, quotation mark, said Natalie," period. It's a lot to remember, right? Let's look at some examples. "Let's go to the zoo," said Zane. Well, that's incorrect. Let's fix this. Over here, we're going to capitalize the L because that's the beginning of the sentence, and we're going to put some quotation marks at the front because it's something that Zane said. So "let's go to the zoo, comma, quotation marks, said Zane." Always capitalize the name, period. So we fix the quotation marks, the L, the comma, the Z, and the period. Let's look at this one. "It is my favorite place," replied Percy. Okay, so Percy is saying, "It is my favorite place." Replied Percy is your tagline. All right, your dialogue tag. So let's fix this. They already have the quotation marks at the beginning, but look, that I is not capitalized. That's the beginning of your sentence. So I'm going to capitalize that over here in blue. "It is my favorite place, comma, quotation mark, replied Percy." Always capitalize their name and end it with a period. All right, so let's practice a little bit. I want you to get a piece of paper and we're going to read this sentence. You pause the video. I want you to write it correctly and then hit play to check yourself. Okay, so pause and go get some paper. All right, I want you to write down, "My mom bought me a new puppy, comma, said Mia," period. So you're going to write that down. "My mom bought me a new puppy," said Mia. Pause the video, write it down, and I want you to add the quotation marks where you think they're going to go. All right, welcome back, boys and girls. You wrote down, "My mom bought me a new puppy," said Mia. Let's see. Did you put quotation marks in front of "my"? If you did, give yourself a point. Did you put quotation marks after the comma, after puppy? If you did, give yourself a point. Mrs. Demand's class knows they get points for getting things correct. "My mom bought me a new puppy," said Mia. And you have quotation marks at the beginning of what she said and the end of what she said. Okay, so now write this sentence. "I will need a bed for the puppy, comma, Mia told Mom, period. So you're going to write this down. So write down, I will need a bed for the puppy, Mia told Mom. Pause the video, write it down, and put in your quotation marks. All right, boys and girls, welcome back. Whoops. Let's see if you got it correct. I will need a bed for the puppy, Mia told Mom. So Mia is saying, I will. I'm going to put quotation marks in front of I will. I will need a bed for the puppy, comma, quotation mark, Mia told Mom. Is that where you put your quotation marks? If you did, give yourself a point. Great job. All right, let's practice some more. I want you to write this down. What will you name him? Asked Marcella. What will you name him? Asked Marcella. Pause the video, write this down, and add your quotation marks. Okay, welcome back. What will you name him? Asked Marcella. Did you put a quotation mark at the beginning and a quotation mark after the question mark? Now let's look at that. Marcella is asking something. These are statements on the other page, and we put commas there and ended our sentence with a period. However, if someone is asking something, you don't want to put a comma. You want to use the question mark to show they are asking. But we're still going to put a period at the end of that sentence. The question mark should be inside the quotation mark, okay? So quotation mark, what will you name him? Question mark, quotation mark. Asked Marcella, period. It's a lot of punctuation there, but it has an order. All right, quotation marks after, before and after what they say. Add something at the end, right before your last quotation mark. You have to decide, is it going to be a comma for a statement or a question mark? And then always a period at the end. All right, let's do one more. My brother wants to call him Banjo, replied Mia. So pause the video and write that down. My brother wants to call him Banjo, replied Mia. Add your quotation marks. Let's see if you're right. Okay, welcome back. So let's check this. My brother wants to call him Banjo. Did you put your quotation mark in front of my? If you did, great. And did you put your quotation mark after the comma, after banjo? If you did, great job, because Mia says, my brother wants to call him Banjo. And that is a statement. They put a comma, quotation mark, replied Mia, ended with a period. All right, let's try a few more. Everyone take out your computer, said Mrs. Penny. So what you're going to do is we're going to read these sentences, and I want you to write them down. And you're going to have to put in the quotation marks and the punctuation. Is it a comma or a question mark? And then they all should end in what? A period. So let's read them together, and then you're going to pause the video and write them down. Everyone take out your computer, said Mrs. Penny. My computer is broken, cried Max. It is not broken. The battery has died, replied Mrs. Penny. Okay, so pause the video, write down these 3 sentences, and include all the quotation marks and your punctuation, and then turn it back on and let's see if you got it correct. All right, welcome back, boys and girls. You should have copied down these sentences and tried them on your own. So let's see if you got this. Let's see, the first one, I'm going to put quotation marks. Oops, let's enlarge that a little bit. Quotation marks. Everyone take out your computers, comma, quotation marks, said Mrs., which is capitalized, and Penny is capitalized with a period at the end. All right, so let's make that a little bit bigger so you can see it. Did you get that? Quotation mark, capitalize the E. Everyone take out your computers, comma, quotation mark, said, capitalize Mrs., put a period at there after Mrs., capitalize Penny, and a period at the end. So that was where you corrected. Both of those, a comma and quotation marks is where you made a correction. You made a correction here with the capitalizing Mrs. You made a correction there, capitalizing Penny, and a period at the end. Okay, let's look at the next one. My computer is broken, cried Max. Quotation mark, my computer is broken, comma, quotation mark, cried, capitalize Max, it's a name, put a period at the end. There we go, and I had to fix the word computer. So again, you're adding quotation marks, a comma, and a period at the end. Don't forget to capitalize names. All right, let's check the last one. It is not broken. The battery has died, replied Mrs. Penny. Well, there's a few sentences here. Let's do the first one. Quotation mark. It is not broken, period. The battery has died, comma, quotation marks. Now, boys and girls, there's two sentences here, but Miss Penny has not stopped talking. So you want the quotation marks at the beginning of what she says and the end of what she says. That is why we did not put the quotation marks after broken. Replied, capitalize Mrs., capitalize Penny, period at the end. So you should have had quotation marks at the beginning, a comma and quotation mark at the end of what they said. You capitalize the beginning of Mrs., capitalize the beginning of Penny, and put a period at the end. Okay, so you get that? If not, you can try again. Boys and girls, this one is in Schoology. This one, your teachers and I, we want you to load into Notability, and you are going to do the same thing that we did here. I want you to retype the sentences with the correct punctuation, with your quotation marks, and the correct capitalization. There are 3 of them, and that is your assignment today. All right, the slideshow is also in Schoology if you just want to look at the slides. Okay, have fun today and happy writing.